Pirate Game Jam 15, a featured game jam on Itch, started on the 17th of July and ended on the 31st of July. Two full-time working 24-year-old teenagers. 14 days to finish this jam. This is their first one ever. Were they able to submit? How did it go? Were they able to submit? How did it go?
In case you don't know what a game jam is, I am not going to educate you on that. Please learn to use Google. Or ask Meta AI. Or text ChatGPT. The theme was shadows and alchemy. I can think of shadows because I walk the empty streets on the boulevard of broken dreams. Or we could go for alchemy and fuse a dog and a child in the game. But shadows and alchemy was like cucumber and hot chocolate to me, not a combination I can think of trying. My small brain was electrocuted. I got on a call with Bagu. His genius clicked and he came up with this cool idea that our wizard can solidify shadows and then move it. Then we discussed the storyline and the game mechanics. Our player will have 3 modes of a lamp. 1. Default, which glows in dark, might glow in most of your minds. 2. Shadow mode, which can solidify shadows of heavy objects, like your heart, and wizard can move them. 3. Fire bullets, because that was easiest to implement. I started coding with dummy assets and Bagu proceeded with art. First I wanted to get the wizard moving and give him a magic lamp. Then I worked on getting the parallax right. Next I wanted to get the lamp right, but my wizard was getting stuck by imaginary blocks. Stop. These are not imaginary. Just because you don't see them, that does not mean they are not there, just like God, mental health issues and smart people. Just because you have never seen them, that does not mean they don't exist. It took me 4 days to reach this place. By this time Bagu had also come up with some great assets and I incorporated them in my playground scene. To me, playground scene is the scene where I just test things out and it is not an actual level that will be included in the games. It is like a situationship with levels.
I had also accomplished forming the solid shadow when light falls on the object by this time. By this time 1 week was over and we had 1 week of time left. I still had to work on implementing enemies, collectibles, UI, while Bargab had to work on designing them. On July 29th, with 2 days left in hand, I finished implementing the enemies and Wiz's attack. We wanted to limit the rotation of the light, but Godot calculates maths in some unexpected way. I understood how Godot is doing what it is doing, but why is it doing what it is doing?
You probably did not understand what I said just now. Neither did I. I will add the link to Discord thread if you really like to snoop in other people's business and call it curiosity. Finally we gave up on it and worked on fixing other things like adding sound and maybe a play button and all those things. On Wednesday the 31st of July, we submitted the game 38 minutes before deadline. Anyway, it was a great learning experience as well as an exhausting one.
Please check out my game, link in the description. If we get more than 100 plays on Wizard of Shadows, then we will release the bug fix patch and work on level expansion. Comment if you would like to see it. Also check out my first devlog on a series that me and Bagu are currently working on, Metroidvania inspired from Red Ball.